Hey there, what's going on? In this video, I want to share with you a short practice that's focused on hips, hip mobility, and it's meant to just give you an idea of some movements and some stretches that you can incorporate into your training plan to help you explore and expand your strength, your mobility, and your flexibility, all with the goal of helping you to go farther, faster, and stronger than ever before. So if you're ready, let's get going. All right, to work on our hips, we're going to come all the way down to the ground and lay on our backs, making sure that we've got head, shoulders, and hips all flat on the floor here, maybe snuggling those shoulders up underneath you. And to begin, just bring the right knee in and start a simple arc left and right to just explore your range of motion on this side. Just see what's going on in that hip. And then the next time you come back through center, go ahead and extend the leg up towards the sky, so heel presses upward. And then curl in so heel lines up with that sitting bone. And we're trying to work the leg towards straight, but maybe knowing that it might never get there, and that's okay. But in our mind, we're thinking about trying to make it as straight as possible. So firing up those hamstrings. Good. The next time that knee comes straight, go ahead and interlace the fingers on the back of the leg, or here's an opportunity if you have a strap, you could loop that around this leg. And the goal here is to, with a nice strong straight leg, drive it away from you while you resist with the hands for 3, 2, 1. And then we'll do the opposite. Hands come on the front. Now you're trying to drive toes over your nose. 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more cycle of that. Foot, heel drives away from you. 3, 2, 1. Toes over your nose. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Way to fire up that leg. Bend the knee. And now let's take it out to the right and bring it back to center. Okay, so we only want to let it go as far as we can own and control. And so the second you feel like your whole left side of the body is peeling up off the mat, that's your stopping point. You could also try this with straight legs, or some combination of one leg straight, one leg bent, up to you. But the goal is to keep the head and the shoulders and the hips on the floor as you just take this foot out to the right, and then use all the muscles on the inside, on the inseam of the leg, to bring it back up over the hip. Good, one more. Slow and controlled here. And now take that leg and let's just start making some nice big circles. Slow and controlled, again, is the name of the game, and we're just trying to see what your greatest range of motion here is. And let's aim for 3 circles clockwise, and then 3 circles counterclockwise. Just see if you can send it in the widest, biggest circle you've got. Good, last time. As you swoop back down around through center, both feet come back onto the mat, and just pause for a second and see if you can notice a difference between the side that we just worked and the side that is up next. Maybe feeling a little warmth, a little heat. Maybe you got a little cramp in there. That's okay. Just kind of knock it out. And let's go ahead and do your second side. So left knee comes in and we trace just a gentle arc here. Well, this is kind of a great routine for before you head out for a run. You could even do it in bed before you go anywhere. And then begin to extend, pressing the heel up towards the sky, and then pulling that heel down, firing up those hamstrings. So just a little dynamic opposition here. Press and extend, bend and pull. See what you got. Counting out maybe a half a dozen to a dozen of these, whatever feels good, whatever feels like the right number for you. And then go ahead and interlace fingers on the back of the leg, nice and straight. Don't bend at the knee here. Drive that heel away from you. 3, 2, 1, good, flip it around, hands on the front of the thigh, toes towards your nose, 3, 2, 1. One quick thing to mention here, I'm not pushing off this right leg, and if you feel like that's happening, you could go ahead and extend the leg long. So drive the heel away from you, 3, 2, 1. Now toes towards your nose, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we either do bent or straight leg. It drops slowly out to the right, to the left, and then back up overhead. So again, only letting that leg go as far as you can control. The second you feel the right side of the body wanting to kind of peel up off the mat, fire up those muscles and bring that leg up and in. So if you want to make this just a little bit easier, go ahead and bend the knee and then let it fall out to the side. So the lever gets a little bit shorter and it's easier to control. If you want to ratchet it up a bit, straighten the leg, let it go out and back in. And as always, if you feel like you're using that other leg to push off of, go ahead and extend it long down the mat. And then when you're ready, take that left leg into 3 nice big circles going clockwise, really trying to push the boundary of how big that circle can be. So really use the muscles here to pull the toes over, an arc over the head, out to the left, down and around. And then take 3 circles in the opposite direction. Just trying to see what you can do with this side and just noticing the difference between the sides. Just making a mental note. Maybe there's one side that you need to spend a little more time on or pay a little bit more attention to, and that's all right. As you finish that next circle, bend the knees, bring them up and in towards the chest. Maybe give a little rock side to side. And then feet go back onto the floor and just pause for a second to take a couple nice deep breaths. Maybe feel the heat that you've built up in the hips. And when you're ready to come up, bringing the knees back in and maybe taking a simple rock all the way back up to seated. Great job, you guys. Okay, well, I hope that you enjoyed that short hip-focused practice. If you're digging this kind of functional movement, dive down into the notes below and snag my free pre-run dynamic warm-up. Best way to get your run started on the right foot. That's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.